Thanks for sticking with us here on Fox 24 News AM Live, and it's time for this Wednesday's health segment with Dr. Bill from Paradigm Physical Therapy. Hello, Dr. Bill. Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm great. So can you tell me a little bit about this machine that we've talked about, this G-Alter machine, and kind of what it is?
Right, so the Alter G has been around for about 15 years, and Paradigm was the first clinic to have it in the state of Texas. I was really intrigued by it when I saw it in a show that we went to, and so I decided to get a couple of them, and it's just amazing. So what you're seeing right there is one of my colleagues getting into the machine, and he has special shorts, and what you zip the shorts into the bubble, and then you push air up into the bubble to take weight off the lower extremities. So what this does is this allows people who have pain, or people who are out of surgery, or people who have weakness, or people who have difficulty with walking normally, to walk better inside of the Alter G.
And so something that I thought was interesting too was the idea that you can kind of make sure that it's specific to your weight, how you use this. There's definitely some benefits that make it very specific to you as that air kind of fills up in there. So can you tell me a little bit about, I know you mentioned some of these, but it also helps people with like arthritis, right? Certain maybe accidents with like a knee or something or anything like that?
Yes, so what happens here is that the air pressure pushes the patient up, and we can handle somebody up to 400 pounds and take them down to 20% of their weight. And so people who were not able to walk functionally before are now taught how to walk functionally. And you can see here, you can run. This treadmill right here goes up to 20 miles per hour. We also work with a lot of athletes on speed and agility, so that's really a great thing too. Also, if they're having a difficult time with balance, this also helps with it too.
And now I know some people might be familiar with aquatherapy. What's the difference between this machine and aquatherapy?
So there's a lot of pros that the Alter G has. First of all, you're not going to have to change clothes. You're not going to have the potential to be exposed to bacteria in the water. You're not going to be exposed to the chemicals in the water. You don't have to change clothes twice. You don't have to worry about possibly slipping and falling. And you don't have to worry about freezing on a day like today because you are just getting out of the water. And especially if you have long hair, which I don't have to worry about. But so the Alter G is quicker, it's more effective in training people, getting people to walk normally. In aquatic therapy, you have resistance against the water, and that's never going to make your gait normal. What the Alter G does is it allows you to have a normal gait pattern in walking forward, walking backward, and running. So these are all, and actually sidestepping too. We can put the shorts on sideways to work on sidestepping too. We put people who have strokes in it, total knee replacements, total hip replacements, athletes, and just a lot of people who are just weak.
And so I understand that with this treadmill, it almost feels like just a lighter walk, basically. Is that right? It's not the same as just walking in a pool, that sensation.
Right. So walking in a pool, you have resistance from the water. And again, that doesn't really help you with a normal gait pattern. This is just like walking, but it takes the pressure and the pounding off of your lower extremities because it pushes you up, hence anti-gravity. And so, so gravity is a pressure that pushes you down at 9.8 meters per second squared. That's the only thing I remember from physics. But so it pushes you down, and this pushes you up to help you not have the pain and to normalize how you're walking. We actually had one person who was 72 years old with Parkinson's run in the machine.
Wow.
Now, if you know anything about Parkinson's, to get somebody to move a patient with Parkinson's to walk quickly is the key. You want to excite their neurological system. And he was actually running And he was amazing. He was, you know, he was
Yeah,
just an
that
amazing
sounds
guy.
great. Well, that's a really cool machine. Thank you so much for telling us all about it, Dr. Bill.
All right, thank you.